Welcome on the news. Let's start with our legislative body, where the minority is demanding accountability on the operations of Frontier's healthcare services following a review of the COVID-19 restrictions by government. President Akufo-Addo, in an address Sunday evening, announced that fully vaccinated travelers into Ghana will no longer need a PCR test to allow them entry into the country through the K.I.A International Airport, and will also not be tested on arrival. Now, while welcoming this decision, Ranking Member on the Health Committee of Parliament, Kwabena Mensah-Kandor, tells JoyNews it is now time for government to fully render accounts on how much exactly has been generated through the operations of Frontier's healthcare services.
Yes, I understand the President to be saying that the testing at the K.I.A International Airport, the antigen test, has been scrapped or, suspended. But there are few clarifications that must be made. Yes, I agree that anybody entering Ghana or leaving Ghana must be vaccinated. And so if you're not vaccinated, you should be tested. But I don't think it should be Frontier Healthcare. In any case, they don't do PCR tests. It's antigen tests they were doing. And so if there's going to be any test at all, I think that it shouldn't be Frontier Healthcare. And the reason is simple, that they have duped the country enough, because there's nowhere in the world that antigen tests cost $150 or $50. There's no way in the world. It is too exorbitant. And so that is one. The second point has to do with the accountability. How much have they made since their operation? How much is going to government? We need to know. We need to know. To scrutiny.
Very well, but when you say that the testing at the airport shouldn't be done by Frontiers, you're essentially saying that we should send them packing, because that is why they set up. And the President indicated that they did that at their own cost. So if we send them out of the place, who should and at what cost?
When I heard the President trying to defend the Frontier Healthcare, I was so sad, and it was rather unfortunate to say the least. I heard the President say that they built the infrastructure there themselves at their own cost and all what have you. Yes, those mobile equipment, simple equipment that is used in testing the COVID or doing the antigen test, yes, they brought them. But the infrastructure was already there. If you go to the K.I.A International Airport, if you have ever gone to them before, they are in a structure that is part of the Terminal 3, solely partitioning that they have done. So they haven't built anything at the K.I.A International Airport. And if you care to know, they've made millions of dollars. And that is where we need to know how much is coming to the state and how much they've made. We can easily know, because I've told you, the reagents or the materials the materials we use in testing COVID-19, the antigen test, doesn't cost more than $2 in any part of the world.